Hello, everyone. Welcome to 2D Board Gamers. My name is Dave,
And I'm Dirk.
and today we're going to look at the second villains in this case. So it's a group of villains in the Age of Apocalypse campaign. This is the Four Horsemen.
Giddy up.
So, Age of Apocalypse is the third in the Mutant trilogy. So, we get to eventually face the big guy himself, but first we got to deal with his cronies. So, yeah, so this is kind of, in my opinion, an improved version of the Wrecking Crew scenario because you'll see there's sort of a trick to them. You're only fighting one at a time, or one of them's fighting back at a time, I guess. But there is an interesting trick that's different compared to
Yeah,
what the
this
Wrecking
was
Crew
a
is.
huge improvement in my opinion as
Yeah,
far as uh, keeping the game exciting as you go. Because the problem with the Wrecking Crew is as you started taking villains out, it just got boring. Well,
right,
not boring, but it got substantially easier because you were building up, so you were getting better, and the villains were going away.
right. And I do like I like that there was four decks. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, that
But what
was
I didn't like is that you couldn't modify it at all.
yeah.
And you can see our Wrecking Crew video where we had some ideas at the end on how to change that. So this has only got one encounter deck, but there's cards that are designed for each one, kind of like the Mansion Attack and some of those other multi-villain scenarios. But this
Yeah, I
one,
think this might be one of the better, if not the best, multi-villain one.
all right. But without any further ado, let's take a look at the setup.
All right, on to the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Well, they just call it the Horsemen of the Apocalypse. But for this, we're going to grab War, Famine, Pestilence, and Death. So then we'll grab the Four Horsemen module, or not module, encounter set. We'll grab a standard encounter set, which oh, I always forget I was going to let you do it. Okay, so we do have a separate video that covers the four encounters. I always forget I'd let Dave do it. But that covers all the
Got
different
to keep
standard
you on
sets.
your toes.
Yeah, apparently. But including the ones from Con of Heroes. So check that out. It lets you see some of the different ones you can try out. They're a lot of fun. But then we'll grab two modular sets, and they suggest Dystopian Nightmare and Hounds. And those are what we'll cover in the video. And for setup, we're going to shuffle the Four Horsemen villains together, and then we're going to reveal them in a row from left to right. And that will be the order that they're in for the rest of the game. And then each player will reveal a random side scheme from the Four Horsemen encounter set. So it comes with four. So in like a three-player game, you're only going to start with three of those four out. You'll start with one per player.
Okay. And also, it doesn't mention it here, but if you played Expert, it would be the B side. And yeah, they forgot to put that in the
Oh yeah, you're
concept.
right. I didn't even notice that.
All right. Then on stage 1B, we got the Horsemen of Apocalypse. It starts with 0, add 1 threat per player per turn, 12 threat per player threshold, force response. After a villain activates, move the active counter to the next villain.
All right, and of course, if this one completes, then the players are going to lose the game.
Okay. So we'll go over the villains, then we'll go over their side schemes.
All right, so the first one we've got here is War. So War on side A, he schemes for one, he attacks for two. I think they're all horsemen.
Yeah.
But as a forced response, after he attacks you, if he has at least one hit point, discard an upgrade or support you control, and he cannot be defeated while any other villain has at least one hit point, or while another villain has at least one hit point.
And he has 9 hit points.
Yeah, he starts out with 9 per player.
Yeah. Now, so that's the trick. So the Wrecking Crew, what you do is you end up, you defeat one of them, and now you only have to deal with 3 of them, and then 2 of them, and 1 of them. These guys all stay around until all of them have 0 hit points.
Yeah, so even though they've only got one hit point, they will still activate against you.
Right. Yeah,
All
they
right.
just don't get their bonus if they're at 0. And if they have 0 hit points, they could conceivably still do stuff. They just don't get their extra oomph.
Yep.
Then yeah, on side B for War, 2 scheme, 3 attack, a force response after he attacks you. If he has at least one, discard and upgrade his force. So that part's the same, and he has 12 hit points per player.
Okay. Next we have Famine. So Famine has a scheme of 2, an attack of 1, and his force response, or she,
Yeah.
if she's got at least 1, you're going to discard the top 10 cards of your deck. And she has 9 hit points per player as well.
All right. And then side B, she's a 3/2, same force response, and she's got 12 hit points per player.
Okay. Next, we've got Pestilence. Schemes for 2, attacks for 1. The force response is you treat your identities text box as though it were blank, except for traits, until the next villain phase begins. So that's entirely through the hero phase.
And 9 hit points.
9 hit points. Yeah, I think
They're all
think
the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pestilence side B is 3 scheme to attack, same force response, and then she's got 12 hit points per player. And then
All right.
got Death.
And then last we have Death. So Death has a scheme of 1, an attack of 2, and the force response is you're going to deal 1 damage to each character you control, and again 9 hit points per player.
And on side B, scheme of 2, 3 attack, and 12 hit points. Okay. And the same ability. All right. And then, like Dirk mentioned in the back side 1A, you're going to choose 3 of the 4 side schemes. Each one has their own side scheme that'll start in play.
And again, they're random. You're going to do them randomly. So
you also randomize the order of the horsemen as well.
Yep. So the first one we got here is the Ravages of War. So this one has 6th threat on it, and whenever it's defeated, the player who defeated this side scheme discards an upgrade or support they control, and it has a hazard icon.
All right. Then we have a Time of Famine. Starts with 6th threat. When defeated, the player who defeats the scheme discards the top 10 cards of their deck, and it's got an acceleration token.
All right. We've got the Plague and Pestilence. So 6th threat on this one. And then the player who defeated this scheme treats their identities text box as if it were blank, except for traits until the next villain phase. And this one's got a crisis icon.
And the final starting side scheme we have, it comes in with 6. That's the Spectre of Death. When defeated, the player who defeats the scheme deals 1 damage to each character they control, and it has Amplify.
All right. And yeah, and I thought it was really cool about those, how each of those, the when defeated power on each of those side schemes basically mimics the that particular villain's power. All right, so next we've got 3 copies of the Golden Horse. This is an attachment that will attach to the villain with the fewest hit points that does not already have, or that does not have the aerial trait. The attached villain gains the aerial trait, is considered to have at least 1 hit point. And then they have a scheme of 1. They get an additional scheme of 1 and an attack of 1. And as a hero response, after you attach the attacked villain, you resolve the force response as if it just attacked you and discard this card.
Yeah, but there's only 3 horses. There's 4 of them.
That is correct.
Death doesn't get a horse
because Death already
he can already fly.
Yeah.
So Death has metal wings. This gives him +1 scheme, +1 attack. It's item tech attached to Death, and move the active counter to him. Death gains Retaliate 1 and is considered to have at least 1 hit point remaining, so it works like the horses. Hero response: after you attack Death, resolve his force response as if he just attacked you to discard the card.
Yeah, so that's basically the same as the horses as well.
And then each one has their own unique treachery.
All right, so the Horsemen of War treachery. Whenever this one's revealed, you're going to heal 2 damage from war and give him a tough status card, and he'll activate against you. If it comes out as a boost, after the activation, war activates against you as well, but without a boost card.
Okay.
Which means, of course, they're special resolves as well.
Right.
As long as they have 1 hit point.
So Famine, it's exactly the same, except for it works on her.
Yep. Pestilence, same thing as well.
And Death.
Yep.
Each one was heal 2 and give them a tough. Right?
Yes, each one.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Then.
All right. And then we've got 3 copies of the Rough Riders treachery. So whenever this one's revealed, you're going to resolve the force response of the active villain as if it had at least 1 hit point, and it attacks you. Then you're going to move the active counter to the next villain and resolve its force response as well. So it's a double whammy.
So it's kind of like a team up, you
Yeah.
know, in a way for the villains, though. All right. Then it comes with 2 modular sets as recommended. The first one is Dystopian Nightmare, which we have 2 copies of Hunted. It has a hazard, it's an obligation, and as an alter ego action, discard a card from your hand to discard this card.
All right. Next, we've got 2 copies of the War Weary Treachery. So this one, you're stunned, and if you're already stunned, you're going to take 2 damage, and if it comes out as a boost, it's going to do the same thing.
Okay. Then we got 2 copies of Targeted for Extermination. It's a side scheme, comes in with 3 threat. And when defeated, the player who defeats the scheme confuses their identity. And it's got a symbol that Dirk doesn't remember.
Yes.
Oh, he does remember. All right. And then the second modular set is called Hounds.
All right, so on the Hounds, the first Hound we've got here is Ahab. He is a cyborg tracker with 5 hit points, schemes for 2, attacks for 3. He's got toughness, and whenever he's revealed, if Release the Hounds is in play, we'll get to that in a little bit, then you're going to place 3 threat on it. Otherwise, you're going to find the Release the Hounds side scheme and reveal it.
Okay. And then we've got 4 copies of the Hound
Release
minion.
the Hounds.
1 scheme, 2 attack, 2 hit points. There's a tracker guard. If you're in hero form, Hound attacks you. Otherwise, damage your identity. No, change your identity to hero form.
Right. Then we've got Ahab's Energy Spear. So this is an attachment that will attach to Ahab. Otherwise, you're going to attach it to the villain. Gives the villain a +2 attack. And as a force interrupt, whenever the attached enemy attacks you, this attack gains overkill and piercing. And at the end of the attack, you're going to discard the spear. So you're just stuck dealing with it.
Then we have Release the Hound side scheme. Comes in with 5 threat. The first copy of Hound revealed each phase gains Surge. When defeated, the player who defeated this scheme searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a copy of Hound and deal it to them as a face down encounter card.
All right.
All right. So yeah. So this was a very rough scenario the first time we played it, I think. But it's pretty fun. But it can get frustrating because it's all the powers of like the Wrecking Crew never going to go away, which was kind of different.
Yeah, and the way it hits you with some of them double whammies in there, they can just come out of the blue and smack you pretty hard. So.
Yeah. All right.
But it's a fun one. It is fun.
So we are continuing our look at the Age of Apocalypse villains. So thank you for watching, everyone. Please like and subscribe.
And if you want to see more content by us, go ahead and hit that notification bell down there, and you'll get alerts whenever we post new videos. All right, see ya.